are diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to do what I can, but I'm restricting myself on how much I'm going to be going live nowadays. I need to stop using it as a reason to not get other things done, and I feel good about that decision. Although my brain is like, well, where's our outlet going to be, and things like that, but I'll figure it out. I may not go live, God, for the weekend. That's not long enough. I need more time. I'm going to have to do that today. Hey, Amber, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. I wasn't doing very well last night. You know, even when I got on for a second, people were asking me how I was doing. I was like, fuck, don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how I'm doing. I'm just here for a second. But thank you very, very much. Like to say I'm doing better today, but that's not how mental health works. It's not how it works. It takes a little bit. You don't just wake up the next day, you're all, oh, okay, everything's better now. No, nightmares still persist. I'd like to say I'm doing better. What the hell scared you? That's just a Coke bottle, dude. My cat came around the corner, saw a Coke bottle, and quit being scary, cat. Come here. Okay, I'm your protector. Okay, come here. You know, even this morning, I'm grumpy. Like I told my cat, I'm like, if you keep yelling at me, I'm gonna kick you in your face. Just, I'm tired. I don't know what it is. I feel totally wore out. I do know what it is, and it has to do with my stomach stuff. My stomach has been hurting, and so I haven't been eating until it gets cleared out and stops doing this. I'm not eating. I am eating, you know, like ramen and things that are easily digestible, but not that much. So, and what happens is when I don't put food in my body, I don't have energy. And then along with my PTSD and everything else, okay, and then I only get a certain amount of dopamine. These are the things I deal with on a daily basis. And when I say I only have 5-6 hours of time during a day, I'm not kidding. And it sucks. It sucks ass. All right, let's get to the topic. The fear of being our true selves. Welcome to Daily Trudge. I see this all the time. People being fake to appease other people. I watch it in recovery groups all the time. I won't do it. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Here's the thing. If you are running a group, you're running a recovery group, okay, the expectation there is safety. That is the number one expectation for the people in your group, okay? They want to be a lot of them want to be anonymous, and they want to stay that way, and you have to give it to them, okay? You have to respect each other. I'm watching a fight happen in a group right now. These fights never happen in my group because somebody posted with a mug that had a marijuana leaf on it. Okay. What's the real problem here? If we get over your initial reaction, okay, let's get over our initial reaction here because I had one too, and I got over it. Now let's think, what's this guy actually trying to do? Let's go the extra step here. It has nothing to do with the marijuana mug. It's attention. It's unwarranted attention. What is that? That is old behavior. Okay? He knew he was going to start something by doing that. Okay? When you go into a meeting and you say things like, I am Dion, I'm a recovered alcoholic, right? Okay. Now, is that being your true self? No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. Okay. The key here, and I talk about this, the key here is understanding how dangerous you can be and then pulling it back. You have to understand how far you can take your happiness, how far you can take your excitement. You've got to push these boundaries. Okay. You're going to have to exert every ounce of willpower you have against these faulty dependencies. What did I just say? Every ounce of willpower that you have. I don't have willpower. Bullshit. You do. Talks about it. You have willpower, just not over alcohol. Okay. We've accepted that. But I don't have the power to change things. Bullshit. You don't. Yes, you do. For the good. Right? I asked this question of my pastor the other day, and the question is, why is it harder? Why is it so much harder to be good? Why? What is the difficulty in in what is so hard about being a good person? Because I don't find it difficult. Once I understand who I am, I don't find it very difficult at all. In fact, doing good things is in my nature, right? So we have to think on these things. Like, is it good to have a positive attitude? Absolutely, it is good. It is good to have a positive attitude. But that's not a solution. That just means that your attitude towards the problem is going to be better. That's it. There's no solution. There was no action. Solution requires action at all times, or it's nonsense. It's fluff. It's talk, right? But sure, there's a fear of being our true selves. There's a lot of things I think that I'm like, I come on here and people would be like, and then they wouldn't want to listen to me anymore because of my ideals, right? I'll give you an example, the border. Okay. I think we should close the fucking border, man. Killing people. And it isn't the people, it's the fentanyl. It's the fentanyl. Okay. It isn't the people. I love people. Bring it. Bring us your poor. Bring us your, do it, man. I will help. You bet. Right, people. But if they got drugs shoved up their ass, no, I don't want them. Okay. See, I got to take care of my community first. See, I can't go over there and help Mexico until my own house is in order, America. How do you expect to help another country when you can't even help yourself? Very simple concept, right? That's what I think. But America's America, man. People are supposed to come in here. That's what we're all about. Okay. Now that's just an example. Okay. That's not the topic here. And I'm not going to go any more into it because I know it's kind of there's a big to do about it right now. Okay. I stay with Texas. Fine. Yeah. Yeah, I just lost it. I don't tell people I'm Republican. Especially people in the field. A lot of them don't agree with what I think. Okay. But these are opinions, right? Let's get back to the fear of being our true selves. Okay. Now, when I am in, like last night, I was sweating. Okay. I couldn't sit still. Propane and propane accessories. We're talking King of the Hill. Yeah, Texas is good for propane. Might be a little lost in that conversation. So I'm sorry. I went to King of the Hill immediately on that. Um, I'm hoping you're saying that, but okay. Hail, hail, Hank Hill. I love that show, man. They um they're thinking about doing a live action of it, and I think that would be great. I think Matthew McConaughey may be in it. He would play Dale Gribble. That'd be awesome. Oh, you remember the one where Bobby was taking self-defense classes and and he kept kicking everybody in the nuts. He's like, "That's my purse. You can't have it." Kick him in the nuts. I am doing a little bit better, but that's because I got to come here and laugh a little bit with some friends. Yeah, that does help. It does. That's my purse. Now, Bobby, you can't be going around kicking people in the nuts. And then he kicks them in the nuts. And then Hank's nuts are up in him for like a week. All right. Anyway, thanks for that. That's hilarious. All right. So, we are trying, we come to AA and we're trying to say, or we come into recovery, man. And you know what? Listen, I'm so tired of this. Okay. There's AA. I'm sorry. But everything else has gotten too frickin' clinical. I'm sorry. It's become unsimple. It has. See, I get to work with that doesn't mean that I don't have bad days, but it isn't just alcoholism and PTSD. I deal with depression daily. Daily. I hate myself daily. I go through this all the time. Right? And some days it's mental fucking torture. There are some days I just go along with it. There's some days I'm free of it. But for the most part, I tend to be happy. I tend to be happy. Okay. It can be scary because number one, we don't know who we are yet. So we're going into a stage that is the unknown. And it's even more scary because it's all about you. It's all about you. There is no one else involved. There is no one else around. It's just you and God, man. Okay? Standing naked before your creator, and I'm not talking about your clothes. Standing naked before our creator in our wholeness and being okay with who we are. Okay? People say I'm crazy. They're right. I am crazy. Okay? I'm used to that word. I don't call other people crazy. In fact, we're going to change that because I shouldn't be calling myself a name, right? You're on a roll. You're on a roll. Who's the dude that sees you in the nude? All right. So he's distracting me I'm easily distracted today. And I'm letting myself be because I need to find new things. And that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting my time on Facebook way back. Okay. Instead of jumping on Facebook when I go smoke, I'm going to watch Hulu. Instead, I'm going to watch a comedy or something that puts me in a better mood. I get too caught up with what's going on in the world, my friends. It's too easy for me. It's too easy for me to sit there and do that. Right. And so when we get to the point in the fifth and sixth step, it's the sixth and seventh step when we really start to discover who we are. And yeah, I've been told that. Guys, I don't listen to podcasts. I know it's weird. I'll put it on later while I'm gonna be doing some decorating and stuff in here later, so I'll put it on that. But I'm only doing it because it's part of the sponsor family. You know, I don't get to be a part of any of that because I don't have a sponsor, which sucks. I've been looking for a sponsor for, well, last year I haven't. I stopped looking. Maybe it's time again. But it can be very scary because we don't even know who we are, and we're going to be moving into this transformation, and yet we're recovering out loud, and that can be kind of scary because we don't know what the next day may hold anymore. We may not know how we're going to react in certain situations, or even better, we will go through a certain situation to find out that we handled it just fine, and then we didn't even notice that there was alcohol all around. Yeah. The day that we come to the point where it's like, is there going to be alcohol there? It does. When alcohol just, it to me, it doesn't matter. I don't care if alcohol is going to be there or not. I don't make my decisions based on that anymore. I make my decisions based on, can I bring something to it? That's it. It doesn't have anything to do with alcohol, because Dion in and of himself is not an alcoholic. That's a disease. I'm not a, that'd be like calling myself a PTSD. But I have it. Okay. But I'm not an alcoholic. I'm Dion. I have a lot of things about me, right? Alcoholic's just a word. It's a description. That's it. And that means I can't drink alcohol. Okay. It's not any different from saying my name's Dion, I'm a diabetic. It's the same thing. Okay. That person, that is a description. That doesn't mean that's what they are. Okay. You're not an alcoholic. You're you. Alcoholism is a part of your life. It is a disease that you have that you work with on a daily basis, just like somebody with diabetes does. Okay. Now, the thing is with our disease, it destroys everything along its path. That's what alcohol does. See, the thing is, we already have something going on here. I know that I did from the day I was born. Okay. I've always felt different. And I know you have too, whether you're willing to admit it or not. Because if you're here and you continue to listen to me, I'm going to tell you something. You're chosen. You're chosen. Why do you think the amount of people that listen to me is so small? Okay. When I saw Jesus talking, was there a bunch of people? No, there's 2, 3, 4 people. Yeah. Sure, I feel a lot of times I feel unsatisfied and I want more. Sure, I do. Isn't that what we're striving for? Okay. So I didn't know what was going to emerge out of the cocoon that I was in. But it turned out that I turned into a, badass looking butterfly. Right? Spider-Man. In a way, we become heroes. Heroes are people that go through arduous things and are still standing. That's a hero. Okay. And everybody in this world can be a hero. I watch people do hero stuff all the time. Sure, I do. I can tell you it's not on Facebook. Right? It's not. So there's going to come a day you do this work and you do it fearlessly and thoroughly. There's going to become a day when you realize that you're one of the angels. You're one of the chosen. And it hurt. For me, it hurt. Because I was killing off my old self. And there were parts of me I still loved. But I had to let them go. What's saying if you love something, let it go. Right? And I had to let myself go. Then I had to do the hardest thing in the world. I had to forgive myself for everything that I had done. That was the hardest thing in the world to do. But how am I going to go out and create justice in step 9 if I haven't been able to take a look at myself and say, yes, I did these things. And yes, I'm willing to bring up any part of my story if it means that it will help another person, not just another alcoholic. You see, alcoholism is a family disease. It is not just about your, because we talk in the meetings and we say we affected other people, so we all understand that this is a family disease. And I think that's where I really need to start, Ed. I got to write this down. Hold on. Because if I don't, it'll go away. All right. Because for me, part of what it is that I'm doing of letting go is a lot of the nonsense that's going on out there. It drives me crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of it. Right? Because it's still going to happen whether I'm watching or not. And instead, what that'll do is that'll help my attitude a little bit better. Instead of going, God, these people fucking drive me crazy, it'd be more like, hey, look, we're doing this over here, we're doing that. See, doesn't that feel a little bit better? So, all right. So, you know what? Whether you're introverted, whether you're extroverted, whether you're kooky, whether you're quiet, it doesn't matter. Just be yourself. It's all right. Okay? While we're being ourselves out there, let's remember that when we're in meetings and we're doing other things or we post to other groups, that we need to be responsible too. We need to be accountable and we need to be respectful. We can have fun and be respectful. We did today, right? That's my purse. We talked about ball kicking, right? You know what? Anytime I get in a bad mood today, I'm just gonna say this is my purse. I'm gonna say that's my purse. That's my purse. You can't have it. All right. All right. Thank y'all for being here and making me laugh. I really did need to laugh. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I really do. See? All right. Thank y'all for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day.